In 2016, id Software and Bethesda released their reboot of Doom. The game went on to be a critical and commercial success and reinvigorated the long-running first-person shooter franchise. Now here we are in 2020, and we step back into the boots, helmet, and armor of the Doom guy, aka Doom Slayer, in Doom Eternal. In this game, we once again are taking on hordes of imps, arachnotrons, and mancubuses, and all other kinds of hellspawn in an effort to try and save the Earth from the forces of hell. If you played Doom 2016 and you like that gameplay, well, I'm glad to say that it is right back and just as good as ever. You're constantly moving in giant arenas and surrounded by swarms of enemies. They are tough and they are coming right for you. Now in this game, we see the Doom Slayer headed to Earth in order to find and kill 3 Hell Priests and the Con Maker in order to stop the invasion of Earth from the forces of hell. If you enjoyed the gameplay of 2016's Doom, I'm glad to say that you'll enjoy this one, because it's back and just as good as ever. The gameplay is fun, furious, you're surrounded by enemies constantly, and you'll be dashing around madly trying to avoid their fire, because frankly it's the only way to survive. Now that being said, the gameplay starts off a little bit slow. For the first few levels, until you're unlocking all of your abilities, including your returning chainsaw, which you will be heavily dependent on to gather ammo. Thankfully, it automatically regenerates now. However, if you want to saw through anything more than your basic imps or soldier demons, you'll have to collect extra gas cans. Also, you'll have your grenades, which now have an ice mod that can freeze opponents. Nifty if you need to catch a breath, or if you just want to stop somebody from just pelting you with bullets constantly. Armor has a new way of gathering, and that is the new flame belt mechanic, which sets opponents on fire. It doesn't really kill them, but when you do damage them, or if you just kind of let the fire burn, it will gather armor for you as they are burned. Glory kills also make their return, and again they do give you health pickups, but they also now charge the Blood Punch Shockwave, a massive power punch melee attack that can even kill a Pinky head on. Another thing to kind of help you get through all the forces of enemies you will find are 1-ups, which are instant respawns in the normal mode, but are also your live, but there's also a mode dependent on finding extra lives and not dying. When you're not in the middle of health-strewn war zones, you will be up on a giant spaceship overlooking Earth, where you can explore around and trade Sentinel batteries, which you'll collect from level challenges, in exchange for things like Predator suit tokens, weapon mod boxes, and even skins for your Doomslayer character. Your Fortress of Doom ship also acts as a place where you could select levels in order to go back and find every secret or complete all of the challenges you've missed the first go around. Levels in this game, like the previous one, are broken down into long corridors and battle arenas where you'll fight waves of enemies. In this game, however, there's more of an emphasis on platforming and using your environment and terrain to solve puzzles. For instance, you'll be swinging across monkey bars and double jumping into a dash to just barely climb onto walls, which is a new feature in this game. Levels also have challenges based on combat and secret encounters. Doing so rewards you with weapon tokens, which you can use to upgrade your weapon mods. They also provide Predator suit tokens and Sentinel batteries for upgrades on your ship. Hidden throughout levels, you'll also find Sentinel crystals, which can upgrade your capacity for health, ammo, and armor. I would definitely recommend upgrading either health or armor, and especially upgrading your ammo capacity, because you always feel like you are running low on ammo throughout the early portion of the game. Predator suit tokens now work in a variety of ways. There are several different skill trees which you can spend various amounts of points to upgrade, giving various bonuses from being able to throw 2 frag grenades before having to recharge, or simply just being able to climb and mount ledges faster, which is good for getting around in combat or even just exploration. Something new in Doom Eternal is battle mode, which actually replaces multiplayer that we saw in Doom 2016. Instead of your typical capture the flag or team deathmatch, what you have now is one player playing as a Slayer while 2 other players are playing as either Mancubuses, Revenants, or other demons. They're also able to spawn more of the Cannon Fodder demons to kind of hinder the Slayer player. It's a nice twist on the asymmetrical multiplayer modes that we've seen in the past few years in gaming. However, part of me wishes that there was the typical multiplayer modes that we've grown used to. Yes, they're done to death, but something just feels a little off without them. I think battle mode would have been a great addition to a typical multiplayer set. That's just my little gripe, however. Also of note, players who like the snap map feature will be sadly out of luck on this one. I don't know if this was a feature that wasn't as popular, or if it was one and it just kind of didn't have the time to really develop a new version of it. In either case, it's not here for the self-modding PS4 owners. Sorry, guys. On the whole, Doom Eternal is fast, fun, and really, really exciting to play once you get past the initial few levels. Part of me wishes that maybe they had streamlined a few things and maybe kept it even simpler as far as the story. I know there isn't much of a story, but I feel like Doom doesn't really need much of a story to begin with. Here they feel like they're trying to build a lore and really worldcraft, but that isn't necessary. Doom is Doom, and nothing is ever quite like it. So I give it my personal recommendation to try this one out, guys. And, hey, there are worse ways you could spend a quarantine. Could be stuck in the middle of hell. Till next time, this is Showster. Catch you guys later.
When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.